good, BM Crew? It's your boy B.
And it's Maya.
And as y'all see by the title, we gonna go ahead and do the story time.
Yeah.
A little story time, a little, backstory on something. I think we kind of touched on. Did we touch on this before?
Maybe. I don't know, honestly. If we did, it was in our very first video. If we did.
Yeah. I just think I remember putting a picture of us, because I remember we had to find, but I think it was on Instagram or something maybe. Because I remember finding a picture, because we have a picture on the first day that we ever met. We have a picture, and not first ever met, but first day we ever saw each other in person. Before we get into the video then, man, it's gonna be a good little story time, bro. But before we get into the video, we're gonna go ahead and give our shout out, post notification shout out. And today's post notification shout out goes to Jubilee. Shout out to Jubilee.
Yeah, shout out to Jubilee.
I'm weak for you going along with it. I don't know who the fuck Jubilee is.
You see they comment or they name.
Nah, but for real. The post notification shout out today goes to
Sweet P 551963.
Yeah, P-Tweet P563. And nah, but Sweet P 551563. But Sweet P numbers, man, we love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, Sweet P, bro. We appreciate you for supporting us. You know what I'm saying? You know, We always appreciate y'all support. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into the story time. So let's get this video started, my G's.
Baby, it's true. Yeah, I'm with it if I'm rolling with you. And can't nobody tell me nothing about you, because I know that what we have is true. Baby, it's true. Baby, it's true. Can't nobody do me like you do. In my heart, yeah, I know it's true. Cause you hold me down. I ain't got a question. It's true love.
You are amazing.
This is a fail video.
Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and start, because y'all, we was all over the place. Yeah. So we're gonna start, originally when we first was, because I remember, first and foremost, we had been talking, y'all, for months. 2-3 months probably. We had been talking about 2-3 months. We had never FaceTimed each other. We had never talked on the phone. None of that.
We didn't.
We had never did none of that, guys.
A lot of texting.
We just text. I never did none of that. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like, we never did any of that. Like, before we saw each other for the first time in person, like, it was always just over the phone. Like, just talking over the phone. Not over the phone, over text.
Yeah.
Like, never on the phone. Like, never.
I wonder why we didn't. Like,
I think it was because it was on you was in a relationship and you didn't want to, like, be too obvious, I guess, or, but it was just like, we had never talked on the phone.
Yeah.
So, like, leading up to this moment, it was almost kind of like, oh, I hope I ain't getting catfish. You know what I'm saying? Because we had never, like, literally never, like, but of course I knew, it was you, because, like, she had sent pictures of, but that could have still been a catfish, though, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
like,
could have been fake.
That's crazy. So the start of our relationship really could have been a catfish, y'all, honestly, and I never even really realized that.
You would have never known. I would have never known either.
It could have been an epic fail, because literally we never FaceTime to talk nothing. It was all just text. And it was crazy because it always felt like we knew each other.
Yeah, it was very easy conversation.
Yeah,
very
never forced.
Never forced. I think that was one of the things that like drew me to you. Just the easy combo.
Yeah, it was never no awkward moments. It was never us trying to like. One thing about us, we never tried to prove any points to each other, which was kind of like what I really low-key like, fell in love with. It was never like no trying to prove points. We was just unapologetically ourselves. Like we was just like, forget what other people think about us, you know what I'm saying? We gonna do what we wanna do, how we do it. We gonna be goofy, you know what I'm saying? We always been like that. So that's one thing that I really cherished about her when just through the conversation through text. So I was always just like, Alright, so boom, you know what I'm saying? We about to meet. Now, crazy thing is though, a reason why I was a little nervous about meeting is because I was dealing with, you know, I was dealing with more than just her, you know, at
Right,
the time.
I had to tell them that you was dealing with 2 different people.
But I was a single person, so I ain't scared to admit it. You know what I'm saying? I was single, so I was, you know, I was weighing my
But he was
options.
being a little player.
I was weighing my options. I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm single. First and foremost, she was in a relationship, and the other girl was in a relationship. So I'm not doing this in the wrong right.
So you're the home, right?
No,
you're
I'm
the
not.
home record. I'm
No,
going on the wrong.
Wait. Disclaimer, I did not know. I'm not no type that, no. But
You didn't know about me.
I knew you had a boyfriend.
Exactly. He used to brag about saying like, I know I could get her.
No.
Yes, you.
No.
Babe.
No.
So you didn't say that.
But I never.
So you didn't make a joke like.
Oh, so
Exactly.
this is what she's talking about. She's talking about one time, bro. I remember I literally.
Tell the story.
All right, one time I remember I saw a dude put a video on her Instagram and it was just like, you know, I'm for Maya. Can't nobody ever take Maya or whatever. Da da da. And I was just, you know, laughing in my head, just like he does not know who I am. But it was not like. It wasn't.
It wasn't like a serious thing, but you said it.
I honestly and truly, I never thought me and Maya would ever cross paths. Like, ever. I never, because the crazy thing about it was, Maya and I had so many mutual friends. Like, my god sister was Maya's best friend. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my god sister was Maya's best friend. And we never crossed paths. So
Our
I just.
dads, like,
right. But you know, just on some ego trip shit. You know, when you see something like that as a dude, you're just gonna be like, man, if I wanted to, I could. You know what I'm saying? But it was never on no, like, I'm about to pursue to just try to be a homie.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, I didn't shoot my stick at Maya. So let's not even go there. Let's not. Because I wasn't the one to initiate nothing.
Okay, we can go on with the story now.
Yeah, I was dealing with, you know, two people. So I low-key had to kind of like sneak to run to go see Maya. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the first time that we ever saw each other in person was at one of my shows, right? Not a singing show. This was when I was dancing a lot. So I used to do in acting and all that good stuff. So I used to do like Debbie Allen shows and stuff. When Debbie Allen used to come to Baton Rouge once a year, and she's put on an annual showcase, you know, not singing, but dancing, you know, have a little acting parts in there a little bit, you know. But, you know, I was doing the show with Debbie Allen. The crazy thing is the whole way that me and Maya started talking was because I did these Debbie Allen shows. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's how it all just kind of trickled down to each other. When we was doing the shows, you know, one of my homeboys, of course, let me, you know, we started the group text. You already know how me and Maya started talking, the group text and all this da-da-da. And so we started talking. We was talking just straight text messages, no phone calls, like we said. Now, mind you, at the show, I'm talking to Maya. In rehearsals, Debbie Allen brought a crew down from LA, you know, and, you know, I was just on some, you know, I just
someone else.
No, it's just like if I like what I see, I'm the type to pursue what I see, especially if I was single.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like single Brendon is different from like relationship Brendon. Way different, big different. But like no. Yeah, like if I liked it, I pursued it. So it was just kind of like on something. I was single, you know what I'm saying? I was like, she got a boyfriend, so like, Lord knows this might never, you never know, this might never even happen. You know what I'm saying? So.
But the other girl was too, so.
But I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know. And like initially, I didn't know because originally it didn't even start off like that with me and the other girl. It just was really on some like, oh, you cool too. You know what I'm saying? And then it just kind of built to that. It was crazy because the whole time during the show, of course, me and the girl just kind of like. Not booed up, but we together and all that, you know, we talking, we always together, whatever. And so it's like, I'm trying to figure out like, yo, how am I about to sneak out, you know what I'm saying? And not run, but like go in a lobby, you know what I'm saying? And take a picture. You know what I'm saying? Not you know what I'm saying? Like really be, cause this is somebody, like I said, I've been talking to for a long time.
You talking about me or the girl?
You.
Okay.
For not a long time, but for about 2 months. I was talking to Maya for longer than I was talking to the other girl.
Right.
But I was talking to her for a while, but I just had never seen her. So I'm just like, I'm nervous for one that I'm gonna be catfished. Then I'm worried about like, how am I about to get away from my other situation so that I can go and meet Maya at the show? You know what I'm saying?
He was
how
doing
can I
a
make
lot.
I was just like,
I came to the show for him, to watch him.
Cause that was your second time.
That was my second time seeing it. I had already saw it, but I was like, I'm gonna come again, you know, just cause I wanna see you. When we say school show, the show was literally during school time.
Right.
And I went on a field trip with my dance program at Baton Rouge High.
Right. And now when she came, I saw her in the crowd, the first show. But we didn't see each other. Like, we didn't get to interact with each other. Like, we didn't get to, like, you know, give each other a hug, talk to each other, meet up, none of that. She was with her dad. So she was probably with her dad. She was with some.
I don't know who I was with. But
I don't know why we didn't. But I was low key happy because that show was like that show was like at nighttime. So that was like the last show, which means that like the last show everybody ain't worried about, you know, getting back, going and getting dressed or going and get rest or going and get something to eat. They just kind of lollygagging around. So I'm like, ooh, if Maya here and then she come out and see me like kind of like, you know, flirting with it, it's gonna be over with for me. So I was kind of happy that way, happened like that, you know what I'm saying? But the next day,
second time, yeah.
Right, the next day is whenever, you know, that's when the tea really happened. That's whenever, you know, Maya came to her school. And that's whenever Maya saw. Did you see me walking out of the place with the other girl?
I think I didn't see you walk. I think I saw you walking in the hotel with her. It wasn't just y'all two, but it was like
little clique.
It was maybe like 4 or 5 of y'all. It wasn't a lot of y'all. Maybe like 4 or 5.
Yeah, but it was like I did a lot of like ditching and dodging that day, y'all. When I tell y'all, I was like playing like creep, like cause literally, like I don't know why they school was just so free, but y'all was in the coffee shop or something, like PJs and stuff or whatever. So, and me and the other girl and like the other cast members were coming down from the rooms or whatever. And so when I walk out, I see Maya and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, and I'm like,
you know what I'm saying? And so I'm just kind of like, oh, so I just walked the other way.
He didn't even acknowledge me.
I walked the other way, but you know. But y'all have to understand, bro. I was single. She had a boyfriend,
But I was there to see you.
And you saw me. You came with your school though too, and you had friends in the show. It wasn't just me.
No, it was you.
But a lot of it was maybe me. But yeah. But anyway, so so yeah, we
that caused a lot of friction because it was like. Also, you talking to other people?
Yeah, it did. Cause it was on some like, oh, I thought, so you're not who you say you is. On some almost like, oh, you feeding this lies to all these girls. But honestly and truly, it was at first it was just Maya, but then of course when I met the other girl, it was both of them. But obviously, I'm with Maya, so you.
Yeah, I got chose.
So
I got the ring. Sweetie.
After the show was about to end, you was texting. I remember we was texting her or something or whatever. And I mind y'all, we still have never talked on the phone. Like we're at the show at the same place. We just seen each other for the first time, made eye contact or whatever. Now mind you, it's probably, you know, the first time was the night before. Of course, we saw I saw her in the crowd or whatever. But like. The real first eye contact was actually her seeing me with another girl. So it was kind of like, so it was kind of like, that was kind of like the friction caused. But after the show, I remember the first thing I did, like after the show was over with, because I was so nervous. I was just like, all right, bro, like first and foremost, I gotta look good at least, some kind of. But the only thing was I couldn't look good because all I had was my show clothes. So first of all, this is the picture, guys. This is the picture of when me and Maya first met.
So bad.
First of all, so let me explain this. Here's the picture. All right, y'all seen it enough. Boom. So let me explain this. This is why I look like the way I look, because I did not have any like regular clothes, but I was like, bro, I gotta wear something to stand out. But all I had was my show clothes, which was the show jacket and like some black pants or whatever. And I was like, all right, oh well, I'm just gonna go out there like this. And and I was nervous, and I'm like, bruh, I don't know where she at. And I think that like we passed each other up at first or something. And then like we had realized, oh, it's you. And then it was on some like, oh shit, like.
Yeah, he picked me up, didn't you?
I did. I remember. I was like, oh, hey. And the crazy thing is, this of course how I knew I was the one. Crazy thing is like whenever like we first like saw each other and like I hugged, my first instinct was like to pick her up and like just hug her. And it was crazy because at that moment I forgot that I was even in dealings with like other
like the other girl could have saw him.
Right. And then the fact that, you know, even though it was a day show, you know what I'm saying, like they could have came out at any time. She could have came out at any time. I didn't care though at that point because I just forgot. Like I was just like, oh my God, it's Maya. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, this is who I've been talking to all this time. I'm not getting catfish. It's really her. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh, yeah. know what I'm saying? And then that's whenever, that's when we started FaceTiming. That's when we started, you know what I'm saying, talking on the phone.
Kicking it hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if we was scared to FaceTime. I don't know. It was
Right, I
like,
don't know
I'm
why.
scared to FaceTime you first. I don't want to be the one to sound thirsty. But literally, the day after we started, you know, the day after we saw each other, it was just kind of like,
Yeah.
like it was just
Yeah.
like it was straight go time.
Yeah.
But the first time that we met was definitely interesting.
Saw each other.
And that first time that we saw each other was definitely interesting because of the fact, you know, because of the fact
All
that
the drama going on.
yeah, it was all the drama going on, and on top of that, we had never seen each other in person. You know, and it was crazy. And I ain't gonna cap. At first, I was like, man, what if I don't like what if we don't click in person? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
what if I
I
don't like
remember
how we
we were
click in person?
talking
Yeah, I
about
was
that.
like, because at the end of the day, because this is where my mind was going. I ain't gonna cap. Because at the end of the day, this is my mind was going was the fact that I was spending time with the other girl. Like it wasn't just text. Like we were spending time together. So it was like I kind of knew her. You know what I'm saying? Like just from like that standpoint. But then it was like with Maya, I was like, man, what if this is not what I think it is? That it was so much going through my head, but it turned out to be everything and more. So it was just like, you know. So yeah, that was the first time we met, bro. It was pretty
And to
fun.
give a timeline, that was back in like 2014.
Yeah, that was like March, April,
March-ish,
March-ish,
something like that.
2018, 2014. I mean,
2014. The beginning. Of us.
Yeah, 2014, bro. Like we met in 2014 and we got together in 2014. But it was like we met in February. Well, like
Yeah.
we talked for the first time in February. We met for the first time in like March or April.
Yeah.
We kissed for the first time on May 25th. I remember that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's 5/25. you know
Yeah,
what I'm
May
saying?
25th
We
was our
put
first
that
kiss.
down, and I think that was our first kiss. 5/25.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we got together August 1st. You know what I'm saying? And,
Yes.
You know.
The rest was history.
The rest was history. So yeah, bro. Hopefully, you guys, you know, hopefully if
I
y'all,
like this.
yeah, me too. It was just cool. If y'all want us to do more story times, you know, let us know. For all of the new subscribers, bro. If y'all want us to do more story times on how we met initially, you know what I'm saying, we can redo that story time. Or if y'all just want to, whatever y'all want to know about us, to give us a story time to tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because we got stories. So y'all just let us know like what kind of stories y'all want, and yeah.
So, you want to end the video like that?
I do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man.
Yeah,
you know
give it a
that,
thumbs up.
hopefully, you know, make sure you guys like, subscribe. Y'all stay up, and y'all know that we gon' do the same. Please hit that subscribe button.
Baby, it's true. Yeah, I'm with it if I'm rolling with you. And can't nobody tell me nothing about you.